Great thought. We're moving on to the next segment. Keep the lie live.
Keep the lie alive.
Lie live. Also another Martin reference. Make sure y'all go see Martin. You know what I'm saying? I want to go home, but I can't because of Martin. Oh my God.
Yo, I don't know about y'all, but I miss my woman. He's like, yo, I like how y'all came in there busting the door and y'all was all standing tall and shit, y'all.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, yo, fellas.
We are.
My fault. Keep the lie alive.
Keep the lie alive. Oh my God. So keep the lie alive. My insight on Keep the Lie Alive this week or this episode is a lot of successful writers of prominent melanated shows. Everybody knows I don't like saying the word black because we're not 3/4 as a person or a human being or people. So I substituted with melanated, ebony, and so on and so forth. A lot of our shows, this is why Martin is so dope, because Martin had melanated writers. You can tell because the jokes and the situations was all us, right? But a lot of our revered shows, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Family Matters, I mean, Cosby's, you could go on, you could name about a dozen. All of our favorite shows, a lot of the big name shows was written by a white. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you froze up.
Yeah, go ahead. I just
Yeah. So this is why Martin was so pivotal, because his writing staff was all melanated. When you look at these other shows like Family Matters, which is a classic show, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is a classic show, I enjoyed those shows. They're still legendary shows. But these writers thought or think that they made the show. No, it's the actors that's acting out and putting in their sauce into the characters and into the writing as well. So I've recently seen the dark side of Family Matters, and the writers of the Family Matters don't look like me and you, but they have this air about them. The way they talk about the show is like because of their writing was so lit, is what made the show poppin'. No, we were invested into Harriet because Harriet, by and large, act like and look like our mother. You know what I'm saying? We all got different mothers, but you get what I'm saying. The Harriet character, she had pieces of the Harriet character that we seen in our own mothers. You know, your mother had similar characteristics. My mother had similar characteristics. When we looked at our siblings had similar characteristics as a Eddie. Or, if you had sisters like a Laura or a little Judy, or, a friend like Waldo or something like that. There was characteristics in them. And yet these writers had to write that down, but it's the actors that add the sauce. Without the sauce, it won't come across on what's going on. Same thing with Steve Urkel. We said it before in past that Steve Urkel is probably like the best character overall as far as kids characters overall on any sitcom. The best child, all that, because all the things that he was able to do. His character was supposed to be on the episode for one episode. One. And because of his sauce and how he put that in, he saved the show. They may have wrote him in, but you know who came up with the character of Urkel? It wasn't the writers. It was Jaleel White. They said he was the only one that showed up to the audition with the glasses, the suspenders, looking like Urkel. So when he came up looking like Urkel, he showed that sauce. And I'm like, oh yeah, we could add him on for an episode. He's talented. And then when you put the cameras on, and it was an overwhelming response of the viewers that's like, yo, bring him back. We like him. Like the cast is fire, but he's the one I want to see every episode.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to keep the lie alive is that you have all these shows and these people that don't look like me and you, they feel like they tapped into the culture so much where they could say that they was the reason for the show's success when they're not. When we tap into the source, we are the source.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't make the show. You know what I'm saying? Like you just know how to keep the ball rolling. If I'm on the basketball court and I'm on the court with LeBron, and I'm talking about right now, if I'm on the court with LeBron, KD, Jokic, and Embiid, my job is just to get them the ball. I can play, but I'm not an NBA basketball player, but I can play. My job will be to get them the ball. Now, granted, if they gonna get all the double teams, right? You leave me open for the jump shot, I'm making that every time. You put me one on one with somebody, I'm cracking their ankles. Yeah, I can really play ball, but I'm not LeBron. I'm not Embiid. I'm not Durant. I'm not Joker. All they had to do was keep the ball rolling. So, but you're not the one with the sauce. So I hate these narratives when I look at all these classic melanated shows, and you have these writers that don't feel like they was invited in. They felt like it was their party, and like they was the main portion of our source, and that wasn't the case. Same
Mm-hmm.
thing with a different world. A different world had all white writers first season. That's why when I told people about a different world, watch a different world from season 2 and on, because season 1 was complete ass. Mainly because of the subject matter. I wouldn't say complete ass, but you still seen the talent and the skill level of Elisa Bonet, of a Kadeem Hardison that plays Dwayne Wayne, of Jaleesa, who's played by Dawn Lewis. And when they brought in the melanated writers who actually went to HSBCs and incorporated that energy amongst the show, then the show took off.